like Bishop Guertin, like Concord. So all 7-win teams. Concord playing right now, not sure of the outcome of that one. They are in Dover playing a very good Green Wave team at 11-6. Meanwhile, Nashua North is hosting Winnicunnet. Winnicunnet comes in at 1-16, so a little bit easier road maybe for the Titans. And in this one, you've got the Bishop Guertin Cardinals at 7-9 taking on the 11-6 Windham Jaguars. And Bowen comes away with it. They're going to call backcourt. And I was waiting for that call to be made. I think Bowen maybe was a little confused, but the officials may be a little more confused. So that call came a little bit late. So the Jaguars will get control in the backcourt. This is Husson now. Right-hand dribble down the baseline. Got it over to Carboni. They'll skip it around top of the key. Stefanides left-hand dribble, elbow, kick back out. And Windham will reset. Good movement there and a turnover, and back the other way comes Lazat. She'll slow things down and get it over to Drapo on the baseline now. Bowen looking for help, right-hand dribble, looking for help, skip pass across the way, Dufo. Dufo right-hand dribble. All 5 cards now have touched it. Pizzetti was open on the baseline. May be a little bit of prognostication there. She didn't get it. And a nice move up and under. Good pass. Drapo to Dufo. And the freshman has the cards up 2-0. Jaguars in their dark blue uniforms with gold trim, gold numbers. Guertin in their home whites with their green numbers. Ball goes in on the low block. Good help defense. Shot way downtown. And a Yahtzee knockdown there. Number 12, Avery Stefanides. Full court pressure, airmailed into the bleachers. Turnover for the Cards. They're down 3-2 early here in the first quarter. Pressure provided by Dufo. Forces Husson to go to her right. She'll try to reverse the floor. She does. Left elbow high. Double team was coming up and can't get it to go. Nice rebound there by Drapo. It was a good look by Windham. Couldn't get it to fall. Drapo, dribble drive, kick out. This is Lazat. Dufo's not shy. In and out. Good rebound underneath by Stefanides, and the Jags will come the other way. Left baseline now. They'll bring things back out. Downtown, no. Lazat skies and gets the rebound. Back the other way comes Bowen. And they'll set it back up in the half court. Boucher, or rather, skip pass across the way to Bowen. Nice move up and under, couldn't get it to go. Defended well by Kate Carboni. Back the other way come the Jags. Megan now, Husson over into the corner, rotated through. Coach Brad Rose imploring the defense. Not often he hops up from the bench. He saw something defensively. Ball kicked back out. Fired way downtown. No side iron. Bowen with the rebound, and she'll run. Max skip passes it across the way. Pizzetti. Right-hand dribble, skip pass now. Front of the far side bleachers. Lazat will get it back over to Pizzetti. They'll play a little two-player game. Lazat downtown, no. Rebound battle for there. Dufo had it ripped away, and the Jags will run. They'll set up in the half court. Left elbow, kick out, fired. No. Good positioning on the glass by Bowen, but an errant pass and a freebie for the Jags. Can't make hay, and back the other way comes Drapo. Drapo, penetrate, kick out, Lazat, skip pass, Bowen. That one was airmailed. Good job by Bowen to keep it in play. High post now. Little two-player game going. We'll see what Drapo does with it. Back to the basket. Fired downtown, no. And battling for the rebound was Lazat, but clearing the glass was Paige Carboni. And the captain gets it over to Husson. They will set up in the half court. Fired downtown, didn't even think about it. And a Yahtzee for Megan Husson. And it is 6-2 Jaguars. So let's go over a couple of those scenarios as we talk about what needs to happen and what has happened. It is It was okay. It was 16-9 Concord at the half. So interesting turn of events there. They were up on Dover. Concord was up on Dover 16-9 at the half. That coming from our friend Ricky Oliver, the head coach at Salem High School. And we'll hope that Coach Oliver keeps sending us those updates. This Bishop Guertin team has to take care of their business here. They want to extend their season. It's clear that Concord is taking care of their business in the early going of that one. 3 teams playing for 2 spots. Regan now, who's recently checked in the game. Backdoor cut, pretty one to Dufo. Nice little pull-up. Good sharing of the basketball there. And Drapo finishes at the cup, 6-4. So the regular starting 5 is now in for the Cardinals. 3:30 to go, first quarter. Dufo marking up Megan Husson. They got the ball back over, and now back to the top of the key. Paige Carboni kicked it back across the way. Left-hand dribble. She thought about it, did Stefanidis. She'll pull things back. Nice pick on ball and roll. Cards account for it. Megan Husson now. High post and sticking her wing in there was Drapo. But Drapo and Long both battled for it and tipped it over to Kate Carboni. So fortunate there are the Jags, and Carboni will head to the line for a pair. Sophomore averaging about 7 points a game here. Front iron on the first. She'll get a second. Still 6-4, early going of this one. It is senior night here at the Nest. 1 out of 2 for Kate. 7-4, Windham. This is Jazz, crossover dribble, drive the paint, scoop shot, no good. But a drive that would have made Hayward's Ice Cream proud on that scoop. And Rosario will head to the line for 2. The freshman averaging about 7 points a game for the Cardinals. Lefty in and out on the first. She'll get a second. That was Paige Carboni's first personal foul. Teams first. Each team with 1 foul. Long has the foul for the Cards. Acoustic shadows here once again in the gym as Jazz goes 1 out of 2 and the lead is cut down to 7-5. Cards extending their man-to-man pressure. Little help and nice job, nice dish in the paint. Up strong and missing. Clears her own mess and up, and a nice dish there to Lila Boucher, and she's in the books. So a great job by Paige Carboni to keep that alive and find her teammate. And speaking of finding the open lane, there goes Jazz Rosario, and her speed takes her to the hoop, and she has her third point. 9-7 Jaguars. Deuces are wild, 2:22 to go. Little baseline turnaround jumper that would have made Kobe proud. No good. And Drapo looking for help. She'll take it in the lane. She'll spin move. Turns into a double team. Gets it back out to Regan. Regan at the foul line looking for help. Finds Dufo. Dufo had the ball knocked away from her. And that'll give the ball back to the Jaguars. Quick paw there by Windham. Little pull-up jumper. Pretty shot there, and a nice make by Megan Husson, and she's got 5. 1:45 to go here in the first quarter, 11-7 Jaguars. And another turnover there, and Windham will run, but they don't have the numbers, and Boucher will slow things down. Good play there. Into the corner, fired, downtown, in and out. Rebound goes to Rosario. She'll cross over and set things up. Over the beak of the Cards she comes. Into the corner is Regan. Over to Long now. Long will set things back up, top of the key. Dufo will flash through. The ball comes high post to Drapo. Thalia with her back to the basket. They find Dufo. She thought about it but didn't have quite the handle she wanted, so the Cards will reset. Crossover dribble, Regan, step back. Kiss! Happy belated Valentine's Day. Ayla Regan is in the books. 11-9, 52 seconds to go here. Nice crossover dribble. Pretty pass, but poked away by Drapo. 45 seconds to go. She stuck her wing in that passing lane and deflected it into the arms of the waiting Long. Fired downtown. No, it was a good look by Regan, but in and out. It would have given the Cards their first lead of the game. 30 seconds to go now. Nice pass down on the low block, and they're going to call her. I believe they're going to call Drapo, and a nice move there. An and one opportunity for Paige Carboni, and that is going to be the first personal foul on Thalia Drapo. As getting her first action is Bella Fayed, and also checking in for the Windham Jaguars is Riley Finneran. Paige Carboni now. Can't get it, but looks like we're going to get a over the top or over the back here called on Kate Carboni. So she was trying to keep it alive. That'll be Kate's first personal foul, the team's second. Each team with 2. Remember, the race is to 5. They reset at the end of every quarter. 20 seconds to go now. Dangerous pass up top. Regan left alone. She gave it up. Jazz into Dufo. Dufo thought about it. Foul line. Dribble drive. 3 players in the key had collapsed onto her. Regan goes to the hoop. No call. Either way. Take your pick on that one. Finneran, right hand, up, and at the buzzer, Finneran knocks it down. So a huge bucket off the bench for Riley. Basket counts, 15-9 Cardinals. So we will check the scoreboard here. Still no updates. And trying to get in touch with Nashua North High School athletic coordinator Dante Lorendi to see if we can get a score over there. 15-9 Windham Jaguars. The 11-6 Jags come in here with something to prove. They're trying to solidify their spot in the postseason. And they've had ample opportunity to watch what this young Cardinal team has done. I'm sure they've been scoreboard watching themselves as this Cardinal team had a good showing against the Exeter Bluehawks a couple of nights ago, and a spirited effort against the Bedford Bulldogs, the #1 and undefeated team in the state. Want to send out a congratulations, by the way, to the junior varsity team here at Bishop Guertin. They went 14-1 here this year. Their only loss was to out-of-state team Bishop Fee, so congrats to the Card JV team. Now Windham operates in the half court. Finneran, right-hand dribble crossover. Looking for help, got it back up top to Paige Carboni. Carboni around to Kate. Kate at the block, kick it back out. Finneran dribble drive kick. Good ball movement by the Jaguars. 3-point shot knocked down by Lila Boucher. And the Jags get on the board first as they double up the Cardinals 18-9. That's my everyday math coming in handy. Fayed now, right-hand dribble, got it to Dufo. They'll kick back out. This is Long. And the Cards will cycle through in their motion offense one more time. And there it is. They feed Fayed down on the low block. She goes baseline, but good defense there by the Jags. Dufo's not shy. Back iron, no, and a good rebound by Boucher. It's tipped out by Jazz, but it went off of her wing. And a couple of Cards will check in as Drapo will come back, as will Pizzetti. Regan and Long will head to the bench for a breather. Full court pressure now employed by the Cards, man-to-man pressure. This is Megan Husson. Left-hand dribble, gets a pick on ball. Nice little roll to the basket, fadeaway, pretty shot, no. Pizzetti already making her presence felt, but the pass, outlet pass was a little long, so the turnover goes to Finneran. Top of the key, they'll skip it, reverse it, back on the low block, it goes to Carboni. Paige looking for help, little backdoor cut, and they'll reset. Page now, handoff, fired, downtown. That may have been blocked, so the Cards, if they run, they'll have the numbers. We're going to get a timeout call and a good one by Coach Orlando. If the Cards are able to pull out of that one, they would have had a 4-on-3, but good heads-up play or maneuver there by Jazz to pivot away from it as she was being held up, and Coach Orlando called timeout, 30-second variety. So 18-9, Cardinals are down by 9, got a win to get in and need some help if you lose. It did not appear that they were getting that help from Concord if we have the scoring right. But at this point, being down 18-9, you want to see a little bit better effort in the scoring column by this Guertin team. They'll get an opportunity here to cut into that 9-point Jaguar advantage. Rosario, left-hand dribble to the baseline to Fayed. Nice bounce pass, kick call there by Boucher. And subbing in will be Avery Stephanidis. Coming to the bench is Finneran. She'll get a break. 5:01 to go here. First half action. Not quite sure what the call was there, but it was a turnover. You can watch that one back live on the highlight guy and on the replay of the highlight guy. Got some birthday wishes to give out here momentarily. Happy birthday to Donna and Erin and Martha. All late February birthdays. Thanks for watching the highlight guy. Thanks for your support as up and in, and a pretty make there by Husson, and she has 7. Cards now, down 20-9. Drapo downtown, Yahtzee. So a huge 3-point bucket for the Cardinals. They're down by 8. Nice pass on the baseline, body, no whistle. And coming away with it is Dufo. So Cardinals lucky there. Drapo will force the action. Got it to Fayed. They skip it across the way. Jazz thought about it. She'll penetrate, kick. Fayed in the corner it goes. Pizzetti will penetrate. Lefty runner in the lane is up and good. And Pizzetti. Pretty one off the glass. 20-14 Jaguars. Left-hand dribble kicked out there to Husson. Husson will penetrate. Couple of steps in the lane. Was bothered. Pizzetti will come away with it. Fayed will run. Can she run it down? Gets bodied out of bounds. No call. Sarah Guanaccia will check in for Windham, as will Maggie Gallagher, and Ayla Regan will check back in for the Cardinals. Again, full court pressure, man-to-man pressure being employed here by Bishop Guertin. We'll see how the Jags handle it. Cards will fall back. Megan Husson, left-hand dribble at the elbow, kick out. That dribble penetrate and a kiss, but no good. Rosario clears the glass, had Drapo momentarily, and did the smart thing and kicked it out. No one accounts for Dufo. She'll front iron that one. Jazz hustling, can't run it down. Possession goes to the Cats. Jaguars. Boucher to inbound the ball, gets it into Megan Husson. Husson, left-hand dribble, gets a nice pick on ball by Boucher. Good switch defense by the Cards. High right elbow, backdoor cut is accounted for. They'll motion through, shot downtown, air ball, and Jazz comes away with the board. Dufo, Regan, right-hand dribble penetrate, kick back out, Gallagher takes it strong to the hole, and I like the play. Anytime you can get it going downhill, you take your chances, you get to the free throw line, you create some havoc underneath, and you get fouls. So that'll be the first personal on Avery. Got to score when the clock's not running, as Gallagher will get a second opportunity. Finneran will check back in, and heading to the bench is Paige Carboni. She'll get a break. 3:44 to go in the first half. Gallagher, front iron, no. Trying to clear the glass. I think that one went off of Finneran. It did. So possession will go to the Cards. Fortunate there. Every Windham player with their back to the action. Gallagher, now they'll guard the inbound. Got to go over the top. Can't get it there. They airmail it. Drapo, Johnny on the spot, comes down with it. Jazz now. Here comes the pick on ball and a good one, pick and roll. Jazz will take it hard to the hole and get hacked in the act. So a nice pick and roll there. Jazz took her chances at the cup and she gets hacked. She'll head to the line. That foul will go against Sarah Guarnaccia. That's her first personal. The team's second of the quarter. Rosario's rainmaker is true. She'll get a second, 20-15 now. 3:29 to go. Two out of two for Jazz. And she's got 5. They'll need her scoring tonight. And a nice job of stealing there on the inbound pass. It was intended for Finneran, but it hung up in the air like a football punt and almost coming away with it were the Cards. But Finneran and the Jags will come back the other way. That one was short. Gallagher will run. Had it bumped out of her hand. Regan didn't touch it till it was in the front court. Nice move on the baseline, and Gallagher answers the call. And a timeout call to the 32nd variety by the Windham Jaguars. It was 20-8 just a couple of minutes ago, and the Cards have scored 10 unanswered by my count. 20-18, 3:03 to go here before the half. This is a good one. Nice crowd here tonight on senior night. 11-6 Windham Jaguars are welcomed into the nest here on senior night. This one final, 35-32 Concord. So the Crimson Tide go to Dover and get a big victory. Still waiting to hear how things are working out over at Nashua North. But if the Titans win and the Crimson Tide, we already know they won. What that tells us is this Bishop Guertin team will need to win if they want to get to the second season. If that score is correct, I want to thank Coach Oliver for letting us know. I know he's watching tonight on the highlight guy as well. So welcome Salem Blue Devils. A travel call there, turnover on the Jags. As Paige and Kate Carboni will check back in. Finneran and Guarnaccia will head to the bench. 2:50 before the half. Rosario, left hand dribble, gets a pick on ball from Gallagher. Looking down on the low block, it was guarded well. Hitting the deck, three-point shot, no good. Drapo got to be careful there about going over the top. So Dufo finding the sledding a little tough here in the first half from distance. Hope that her hands start to get a little bit hot. Gallagher pokes that one away and comes away with it. And Gallagher proving to be extremely effective here in the early going. Nice job on the low block. Little leather souffle knocked out of bounds. Gallagher was banished from the Kingdom of Hardwood, but Cards will get possession back. Got to get it in. There she is on the bounce pass. Up and in, and we have a tie game. Gallagher imposing her will here. And that foul is going to go against Dufo. That's her first personal. Team's first personal of the quarter. So again, relatively clean game being played here from a foul standpoint. That ball's on the carpet, or the hardwood, and it looks like we're going to get a jump ball. No, they're going to say out of bounds. White ball. So several calls could have been made there, but Cards with possession, a chance to take the lead, their first lead of the game. It's Jazz to the cup and in! Rosario knocks it down, it'll head to the line. Chance for a three-point play the old-fashioned way. That'll be Megan Husson's first personal and the third on the team. Rosario now, chance to get a three-point play the old-fashioned way. No, not that time. Boucher with the rebound, and she'll give it up to Avery. Stefanides now over into the corner to Kate. Kate, right-hand dribble to the baseline, high off the glass, no bothered. Little pull-up jumper and a kiss off the glass by Kate Carboni, and she has her first bucket and 3 total points here this evening. 1:28 to go. We are locked up at 22. A clash of these two teams, and someone is going to go home maybe for good tonight. Dufo, bounce pass across the way. Regan just chucks one up, side iron, no. Rebound pulled away by Kate. And Megan Husson will run. She'll stop at the top of the court. They skip past it all the way downtown, and a Yahtzee for Lila Boucher. Cards did not account for Lila in the corner. 25-22 Windham. Rosario, left-hand dribble, skips it across the way. Dufo, now to Regan. Regan had a lane, it was going to be cut off. She goes baseline, skip pass, Jazz thought about it, and gets hammered inside the key. A little forearm shiver. That one's going to go against Husson. That'll be her second, and the team's fourth. Gallagher on the A of the Cardinal. In it comes. Second A to be more specific. Drapo downtown, Yahtzee! And Drapo has 8 points in her second three-point bomb. We're locked up at 25. Cards transition defense was not a strength there, as knocking down a three-pointer of her own is Stefanides. And back on top go the Jags. Each team taking each other's best shot here in the first half. Kick out, Drapo, no. Rebound goes to Carboni. Page looking for help, got it over to Husson, who'll just run out the first half. With 16 minutes to go in this one, it is a 3-point advantage for the Jaguars, 28-25. We'll take this timeout. We'll be right back after halftime. Cards need to do some damage here if they want to get into that second season. Jason Roby calling all the action for you. Steve Cody, the man on the moving pictures. We'll be right back in just a few minutes.
Are you looking to play sports in college? Almost every college recruiting website recommends having a highlight video as one of the top 3 crucial recruiting tools. In fact, 93% of college coaches we surveyed said they watch a recruit's highlight video as part of their player assessments. Our sole purpose is to make you look good. Our highlight videos include an athlete bio and accolade page, stop motion, and player highlight. The video is not done until you are completely satisfied and say it's done. We also upload to YouTube or whatever recruiting platform you use. The highlight guy can also film your high school or club games to capture you in action, resulting in amazing footage that you can use to help create your highlight video. We have the expertise to help you get recruited. Check out our website at thehighlightguy.com or contact Steve at thehighlightguy.com to get started on your path to playing sports in college.
Hi, my name is Deb Cody and I'm a realtor with Keller Williams Coastal and Lakes and Mountains Realty. I serve both residential and commercial clients in New Hampshire and Maine and work with an amazing team of KW colleagues and affiliate partners to help you achieve your real estate goals. In 2022, I ranked in the top 20% of 700 plus agents within my brokerage. I was nominated this past year to serve on the Agent Leadership Committee within my firm and have enjoyed giving back to my colleagues and local community. Are you curious to know how much your home may be worth in today's market? Reach out to me today and I'd be happy to run a complimentary comparative market analysis for you.
Meet Bouvier Prepare, your game changer in college athletics recruitment. We cut through the chaos, focusing on superb communication and top-notch organization. One-on-one attention, tailored strategies, and a winning game plan for emails, calls, camps, visits, and offer closings. Be prepared. Your limitless future starts now with Bouvier Prepare.
At Bishop Guertin High School, you're watching a good one. We apologize for the choppiness of the video. We are hardwired in and we're still having some issues, so it is not on our end, but something happening with the Wi-Fi, we believe, here at Bishop Guertin High School. So your score is 28-25. Cards will have possession to start this one. Nashua North defeated Winnicott. That went final. And Concord High School defeated Dover. That game was at Concord, not in Dover. I apologize for that, but Concord and North have held up their end of the bargain. So if the things were to end right now, those two teams would be in. Guertin would be out. They're down by 3. Drapo downtown, friendly roll, shooter's touch. She gives a little smile there as she knocks down a triple, and we are tied at 28. Cardinals trying to extend their season. Windham trying to solidify their spot in the postseason. Downtown, fired, no. Battled on the glass, and we're going to get a jump ball call as Jazz ties it up. Paige Carboni went after it for the Jaguars. Possession will go to the Jags. And all alone, no one guarding Paige. They got to her late. Megan Husson into the corner. Dribble drive, runner in the lane is up, no good, follows her own shot. And they're going to say it went off of Long as two Jags converged on it. Thought maybe it had gone off of a paw. Was playing the percentages there. Ball comes in across the way. Pull-up jumper. Leather souffle. Out of my kitchen, says Rosario. Little Euro step and can't get it to go. Pretty move there by Jazz. Wyndham will run. Paige Carboni had it poked away from her. We'll get it back over to Megan Husson. Husson now, top of the key. Little scrum at the top of the key. They skip it back across the way. Nobody on Kate Carboni. She thought about it. Stefanides now, spin move at the elbow, kick out. And they will reset. This is Husson. Megan, got to be careful with the push, finds the sledding tough, dishes another leather souffle. And that time it was Dufo. And Drapo pulled it down. She'll cross over. Drapo taking matters into her own hands, into the key, cleans up her mess, brings her own bounty, brings her own Windex. Thank you very much. Cards have taken the lead 30-28. And this one is going to be all that and a bag of chips, I got a feeling. The runner in the lane, too high off the glass. It's tipped away. The scrum on the floor. Mass hysteria. Dogs and cats living together. Possession goes to the Cards. And in this case, it would be cats and birds living together. But I stole the line from Ghostbusters as a reference there for all of you fans watching. But it's actually Jaguars and Cardinals. Rosario, got to be careful not to carry the ball there. Dufo's not shy. That one shot from way downtown, high off the backboard. And clearing the glass is Kate Carboni, and she'll give it up to Megan. Husson now working against Dufo. Reverses direction and finds Paige at the top of the key, marked up by Regan. And back over to Kate. Kate looking for some movement. Jags are a little stagnant in this offensive possession as they have 4 high across the key. Ball comes into the right elbow. Nice dribble drive, and it was cut off there. The blocking foul going to be called against Drapo. That is her second personal. So a nice dribble drive there, and you got to attack the hoop, and Windham did a nice job there of exploiting that. Got to move your feet, and speaking of moving your feet, Rosario steps in there, nearly comes away with a steal. Good heads-up play by the coaches on the Windham bench. Got to get it in, and they do. They find Kate. Kate back up top. This is Megan. And the ball on the floor. We're going to get another jump ball call. Possession will stay with the Jags. Inbounds for Stephanides. Loses the dribble. Feeds the low block. Dribble, left hand, step back, elbow, no. Clearing the glass, lost the handle. Good hustle underneath by Kate Carboni, but it went off of her paws and out of bounds. Checking in now is Sky Clark, and she will give Kate a break. 30-28 Guertin. Man-to-man defense across the board here. High post it comes. There is a height advantage there, and they were trying to feed Dufo, and Dufo, body control, kiss, off the glass, lead balloons to 4. It's a small balloon, but a balloon nevertheless. Fired downtown, and Drapo on the glass, and she gets hacked in the act. So a cheap foul 90 feet away from the bucket. That's not the kind of foul you want to take in a game like this, as Paige will be called for her second personal. Each team with 1 in the third quarter. 4:17 to go in the third frame. Jazz now, right-hand dribble. She'll stay on the right side and find Regan. They'll cycle through. They found Dufo top of the key. Back to Jazz. She thought about it briefly. Low block. Drapo imposes her will and gets hacked in the act. Was going to the drop step with the left hand on the block. And then she's smiling. I think she knows that maybe that was all ball, but it matters not. There are no do-overs in the world of professional wrestling, and there are no do-overs in the world of high school basketball. Drapo misses the first, sat on the rim for a couple of seconds as Kate Carboni will check in and Paige Carboni will check out. Drapo gets a second chance at it. Thalia can't get it to go. Nice box out by the... Yeah, that's a good play there, and a nice box out underneath the hoop by Windham. And that foul is going to go against Ayla Regan. That's her first personal and the team's second. 4-point Cardinal advantage, 3:54 to go here. This game is so exciting, Steve. I haven't even been able to read any of our spots. Losing the handle, it goes down on the baseline. I'm going to say it touched the line. Out of bounds, off of the Jags. These two teams going toe-to-toe. Up top, Long, over to Jazz. Low block, they want to try to establish it, they do. 3 Jaguars surround Dufo. They get it out to Jazz, who gets it back to Long. Long into the corner. Like to see the penetrate, there it is, up strong. And another good take there as Drapo imposing her will here in the third quarter, and that foul will go against Kate Carboni. That'll be her second. And I like the look. They clear the lane and you go downhill as Drapo will head to the line for a pair. Front iron again on the first. Drapo will get a second, trying to give the Cards a 5-point advantage here. In and out, 0 for 2 for Thalia, but the message here is keep driving to the hoop. Nice crossover dribble there by Husson. They'll set things back up top. Crowd and the pep band imploring the Cards to play some defense. And they're going to call a double dribble there, and actually I was going to say it. She put it on the floor, grabbed it, spun on her pivot, put it on the floor again. It was a late double dribble call, but a double dribble call nonetheless. Rosario, crossover dribble. Drapo out in no man's land. They tried to get it to Dufo and just out of sorts on that possession, so that one was doomed from the get-go. 32-28 Cardinals. They'll pick up full court man-to-man. Nope, they are now, yep, they are in man-to-man. Nice denial defense there by Rosario. Slaps it out of bounds as Sarah Guanaccio will check back in, as will Fayed and Gallagher for the Cards. Good move here by Coach Orlando. Give Drapo a break, and she'll bring in two bigs to do battle. Fired downtown, no, in and out. Good position by Dufo. Tried to keep it alive, didn't know where the ball was. And it's going to be Gallagher called on the foul. Oh, they're going to call it on Dufo. So that'll be Holly's second personal, and heading to the line will be Clark. And Clark back irons the first. She'll get a second. And cut the tension in this gym with a knife. Back iron, no. Good position over the top. And that one, I believe, is going to go against Boucher as she reached over the top. Try to keep it alive. So here's an important number for you. 4 team fouls against the Jaguars. Next foul will put BG at the line, regardless of where it occurs. Jazz up. They're going to call it on the floor, but it matters not because she's heading to the line. And Coach Turcotte wants a forearm shiver called here. No call. That's going to be 2 shots as it's the 5th team foul. And Jazz will head to the line for a pair of free throws. In and out for Rosario. That free throw is brought to you by Goodnight Moon. If you're looking to fall asleep and you need things quiet, just head to the foul line. Rosario will get a second. Trying to extend this Guertin lead to 5. And she will do just that. Release, rotation, splash for Jazz. Husson now gets the ball over half court. Tries to get on the base. The double team was coming. Husson, pretty move and a good recognition there as Husson tried to get it across the way to Boucher on the low block, but stepping into that passing lane, I think it was Fayed blocking that ball away. So good recognition, good help defense on the backside by the Cards. Windham now operating in the half court. Dribble drive. And I think they're going to call it on Regan. And that was on the floor. I think they're going to say she was in the act of shooting. You're going to watch that back on the highlight guy, and I'm not so sure that that was the case, but I don't get a vote. So heading to the free throw line is Husson for a pair. And that'll be 4 team fouls against the Cards. So Husson will knock down the first. She'll get a second. She had 7 points in the first half. That's her first point of the third quarter. Husson 1 out of 2. Regan will run down that rebound. And back the other way come the Cards. 33-29, Bishop Guertin. Gallagher got it over to Jazz. Jazz, left-hand dribble, skip pass, Dufo. Ball fake, pull-up jumper. Yes! I don't know if she called glass, but it matters not. 35-29, largest lead for the Cardinals here. It's 6 points. Both of these teams going back and forth. Boucher, downtown, no. It hit the rubber stanchion, or the rubber strap at the top there. Actually, I don't think that's rubber, but whatever it's made of, it hit it. So the Cardinals, with 1:19 to go here in the third frame, have an opportunity to go up. Offensive foul called here and it's going to go against Dufo. That is her third personal foul, but you can't go to the free throw line on an offensive foul, but now at this point with 1 minute to go, any foul, whether in the act or not, will put Windham at the line. The help defense almost got there. Great recovery by Regan. She saves it to Jazz, 56 seconds to go. Crossover dribble. I think they wanted to travel, but they didn't get one, and losing the handle as Pizzetti, the senior, will check back in, and Dufo, with her 3 fouls, will come to the bench. Good move there by Coach Orlando. Checking back in for the Jags is Riley Finneran, and heading to the bench for a much-needed break is Megan Husson. Husson has been everywhere here, bringing the ball up, playing great defense for the Jags. Spin move by Stefanidis. Gets it back up top to Guarnaccia. Guarnaccia marked up closely by Gallagher, and that's a cheap one, and that's the one the Cards didn't want to give up. You're 30 feet away from the basket, and you're fouling out by half court, and as a result, you're going to send Guarnaccia to the free throw line for repair. So 35-29 Cardinals, chance for Sarah to cut into that lead, and she does with that rainmaker. She'll get a second. That's Sarah's first point of the evening here. 5-point Cardinal advantage. And it stays at 5. Good battle on the boards there by Pizzetti. Jazz now, 30 seconds to go. We'll see if the Cards can get off a good shot here. Regan, Jazz, they're in no hurry. They should try to kick this one right down to the wire unless something shows. Jazz, a little Euro, little English. And if she was playing pool, I would have put my money on her. Rosario, 7 seconds to go. Nice pass down on the baseline. That's a double dribble, and it is called. See, Steve, that time I called it. I didn't call it the first time. I'm keeping an eye on that. 3 seconds to go. Got to get the ball in. Jazz on the baseline, throws it up. Would have been good, so we'll head to the fourth quarter. Everybody take a deep breath, get some water, stretch out those limbs, and get ready. This one is going to go down to the wire, 37-30, Bishop Guertin. You are watching live on the Highlight Guy. Jason Roby calling all of the action for you. Steve Cody is the man on the moving pictures. And I never read all my spots here. I got to do that. We've got a couple to get through. Are you an athlete, the parent of an athlete, looking to play sports in college? Highlight Guy has helped over 100 athletes get recruited. We create highlight videos that help you get noticed by college coaches. See our work, go to our YouTube channel or visit thehighlightguy.com. That's thehighlightguy.com. Are you looking to buy or sell your home or commercial property? Contact Deb Cody at Keller Williams at 603-689-6025 or email her at dcody@kw.com for a complimentary comparative market analysis. She's licensed in Maine, New Hampshire, and now Massachusetts. Let Deb Cody go above and beyond to help you realize your real estate goals. I'm an absolute mess up here. We apologize again for the feed if it's a little choppy, fans. Some internet issues here, but you'll watch the Highlight Guy back on YouTube, and you'll be treated to a good one, no question about it. 37-30, Cards with possession to start the fourth frame. Gallagher gets it back up top. Regan calls the play. Rosario, and then no shot clock here in the state of New Hampshire. You have a chance to get a good look here, and the Cards will do just that. There's no hurry. Nice defensive reach around there by Boucher, and the steal goes to the Jags. In the corner, Finneran all by herself. She'll take it into the paint and kick it back out. That ball goes to the far baseline. One dribble and back up top to Finneran. Finneran, right-hand dribble, elbow, kick out, fired. Boucher, no. Good positioning on the glass. Cards have the numbers if they want it, but they'll do the good thing and make a good pass as Fayed got it over to Regan. Pizzetti now. And this is a zone defense being employed here by Windham, and I just keep it outside. You're in no hurry. You don't have to shoot it. Just keep bringing it out and take your time. Eat that clock away. 6:40 to go here. Yeah. No. Good job. No. No need to take that shot. Good save, but you have a 7-point advantage, and they're not forcing the issue. Finneran back the other way, and she'll get hacked in the act. She'll head to the line for a pair. I'm no basketball guru, but I'm not sure you need to be shooting the ball up 7. Just work it around the perimeter. I take that back, Steve. I am a basketball guru. As Pizzetti and Gallagher will check out. And they brought Dufo back in, and they'll see if they can find some spaces in that defense for her to operate, as the missed free throw goes into the hands of a Jaguar. And they're going to say that Guertin was on the sideline, so out of bounds. Cards fortunate there. 6:21 to go. And now they're marked up, I believe. They're in man-to-man. So unless I was seeing it wrong, they got out of that zone defense. Nice poke away there. Boucher was going for her second poke away. This time she got called for it. I'm going to take credit for that, Steve. I think Coach Turcotte was listening to me. Should get out of the zone. They were probably in a soft man, but I'm going to stick with my belief. Drapo will bring it back out. Nice bounce pass. Way downtown, Yahtzee! Ayla Regan with a triple. 40-30, largest Guertin lead of the night. It is 10. Needs some help, and another cheap one called there. And they're going to call it on Dufo, so that's her 4th. So Coach Orlando going to leave her on the floor here. There is no tomorrow if you lose. So you got to be smart. I would attack Dufo with the dribble drive here. We'll see if that's what Coach Turcotte does. They get it on the low block. And a travel call there on Paige Carboni, rather. And we're going to get a timeout by Coach Orlando, and I think it's a good one to kind of set up some strategy here with 5:39 to go in regulation. I say regulation because, hey, why not? A little extra basketball would be awesome on a night like tonight. So this Bishop Guertin team trying to fight to get into the second season. I guess you could call it an upset as Concord defeated Dover at Concord. And if I'm not mistaken, Steve, I believe it was just the opposite a year ago as Concord was upset. I believe it was in the playoffs, but so I don't know if it was Dover, but Concord returning the favor and trying to punch their ticket. They held up their end of the bargain. Meanwhile, Nashua North, big winner tonight over Winnicunnet on the campus of Nashua North High School. The Titans trying to get into the second season. So both of those teams with 8 wins. Meanwhile, this Bishop Guertin team has 7 wins. They're trying to get to their 8th and then make things interesting. Portsmouth 40-18 over South in the third quarter. So all Portsmouth as the Clippers try to cement a top 4 seed for themselves. And now full court pressure being employed. They get it in to Dufo and back to Regan. So good help there by the Cardinals. Man-to-man defense here. And they'll work the ball around. And I apologize if I was wrong. I thought it was a zone defense. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was a soft man. But at any rate, the Cards can just take their time and work it around. Just don't get a 5-second call. Ball comes back up top to Drapo. And now back to Jazz. It's a 10-point advantage as we hit the 5-minute mark. Regan, no dribble. Skip pass across the way. Fayed, right-hand dribble on the baseline. Looking for the cutter, and that's not what you want to do. Crossover dribble. Husson fired. Downtown, and a Yahtzee for Boucher. And Boucher has 11. 9 of them from beyond the arc. 40-32, 4:30 to go here. You got to do the math. For every 30 seconds, if you can keep them from scoring, you can make things interesting. Neither team in danger of hitting that 5-foul mark to go to the free throw line. Regan will dribble drive, and Boucher tips it away from her, but she was not ready for the return pass. Regan now. Smart move, not shooting it. Pick on ball. Well done there. Another pick on ball. She'll reverse. Cards are in no hurry. We hit the 4-minute mark. Got to stay out of that corner. They keep trying to feed that post, and it's going to be Fayed on the trip. So 3 team fouls now on the Cardinals as Long will check back in. Fayed will check out, and a timeout called. It'll be a full timeout by Coach Turcotte, and the Jags will talk it over and set the scene for the final 3:54 of regulation. We've got a good one here. I want to thank you all for joining us live on the Highlight Guy. You'll watch this one back, a classic, no doubt about it, as the Cards fight to get into the second season. And speaking of the second season, if you are interested in heading off to college and playing sports, I want to talk to you about Bouvier Prepare. Bouvier Prepare specializes in preparing student athletes for the college application process. They take the chaos and confusion out by meeting one-on-one with you and prepping you for college coach emails and camps. They consult you every step of the way. They help you with the paperwork until you sign your letter of intent. Be prepared with Bouvier Prepare. For more information, head to bouvierprepare@gmail.com. You can email them there, BOUVIER, bouvierprepare@gmail.com. 3:54 to go in this one. Jason Roby calling all of the action for you. Steve Cody is the man on the moving pictures. Thanks for watching the Highlight Guy. It's been an awesome journey, and we hope it gets to continue. Cards will need to win this one if we want to see that happen. Runner in the lane is up, and almost a chance for a three-point play, as the runner in the lane was no good, but Husson was hacked in the act. She'll head to the line. And that foul will go against Long. That'll be her second personal, team's 4th. So that becomes extremely important as well. Husson from the line will knock down the first. She'll get a second. The junior has 9 points, going for a 10th here. More importantly, when you're down, if you can score when the clock's not running, that is a definite benefit. Husson 2 out of 2 on that trip. Lead is now 6. Long, right-hand dribble. She'll take the baseline and get it over to Dufo. Dufo, crossover, briefly had Long on the baseline. She'll cycle through. Crossover dribble, Regan, no call. Motion offense at some point. The fouls could come, but it does not put them in danger of going to the free throw line. 3:26 now. Pretty pass underneath, up, and no good. Got her own rebound, and we're going to get a jump ball call. Possession goes to the Jags. So 6-point advantage, and getting up gingerly is Megan Husson. Hope she's okay. And she appears to be. Cards will employ some full court pressure of their own here, up by 6. So that was a huge one for the Cardinals. Back the other way comes Husson. Finneran knifing her way through, can't get it to go, cleaning the glass, and up and in was Paige Carboni. And that's just her 4th point. Ooh, got to be careful there on the carry. And Jazz forcing it. And the Cards now a little out of sorts, forgetting that they're up by 4 here. Runner in the lane is no good. Rebound, battle for, Finneran takes it. And a travel going to be called there on Finneran, as she was tied up and kind of dragged her feet just a tad. And we got a So the official book is the one being kept by the Cardinals. They want to make sure they get this right. We'll see if we can't figure out what's going on down there. So just want to make sure they get it right here, and it appears that they did. Not sure what that was. Maybe grabbed a free breather for your team. Good move. Ball comes over the top. Drapo keeps it off away from the sideline, looking for a pick. Doesn't have to shoot it, but she does and misses. 2:36 to go. Cards by 4. Husson. Pass across the way, no good. Battled for, and it's going to go off of the Jags. And once again, full court pressure being employed here. Got to do it. Came over the top. Nice give and go. Long comes away with it. She'll get it over half court. She can pull up. Got it to Dufo. She'll cross over dribble and get it to Jazz. Jazz now. Left-hand dribble. 2:15 to go. Bounce pass. High and almost stolen there. No call. Ball hits the deck. Finneran and Jazz battling for it. Bodies hit the floor. And a timeout called by Windham. Heads up play by Megan Husson. And a good play by Husson because in a jump ball situation, possession would have gone to the Cardinals. So Husson making a good play there. As it is, Windham will keep control of the ball. 40-36, 2:05 to go in regulation. It's the Cardinals hanging on for dear life here, and it feels like a game of momentum, and the momentum definitely resting right now with the Jaguars. Cardinals trying to hold on, trying to get to that second season. Windham doing their best to knock the Cards out of contention here. Doing the honors is Stefanidis. She gets the bounce pass over to Husson. Husson finds Finneran. Finneran crossover dribble will go baseline. Help defense was coming, no foul, and Long comes away with the board. A lot of reaching in. Ball comes to Dufo, does not have to shoot. Good job there. Recognition. Ball goes to the upfield shoulder, or the backfield shoulder rather, so gotta be careful there. Crossover dribble. Now the 5-second count starts. Maybe a timeout? No. They got it over to Regan. 1:30 to go now here. Regan to Long. Long with the dribble. Gets a pick on ball. Good help defense employed. Skip pass across the way. Same book, different page, and another turnover. 1:22 to go here. 4-point advantage for the Cards. Ball comes into Husson. Megan, got to be careful. No cheap ones. The next one will send Windham to the line. Husson, skip pass across the way. She'll get the ball back. Fired downtown. No. Rebound. Skied for by Drapo. Got to be careful here now. No turnovers if you're the Cardinals. Keep the ball out of the corners. Skip pass across the way. And a good timeout there by Coach Orlando. 60 seconds left in this one. 4-point advantage for the Cardinals. You want to know how crazy it is, folks? Steve Cody has taken off the Hampton Beach mesh half shirt and is sitting bare-chested. I shouldn't say bare-chested. He has the B and the G painted on his chest here. It looks just like the middle of the court when you get a shot of that. So Coach Orlando drawing something up here, 60 seconds to go. Gotta love the strategy. And you have to believe that if you're Windham, you can afford to be aggressive here and foul. Go for the steal. You're in no danger of heading to the free throw line. You can make some fouls here. I want to thank you all for watching us here on the Highlight Guy. I know it's been a choppy production, but you'll get a chance to watch it back on the YouTube. I want to thank you all for joining us here tonight. Good crowd on senior night here. And Guertin trying to extend that season for the seniors as Jazz marked up closely by Finneran. Pick on ball. Comes out to Long. Pass on the low block. Back up top it goes to Dufo. She thought about it. Not very long. Yahtzee! And Dufo knocks down a triple. 7-point advantage. No foul in the lane. The runner is up and good by Husson. Full court pressure now. Got to get it in. Timeout called by BG. So the more things change, the more they stay the same. About 30 seconds off the clock and still a 5-point Cardinal advantage. 43-38, Bishop Guertin trying to get into that second season. Now that, of course, is unofficial, but we believe a Guertin win tonight would solidify them getting into the playoffs. You can see Tom King there on the stage, and we wonder if Guertin, if they win, do they get in? And we'll see if Tom has anything to say about it. He gives us the I don't know. So there it is. The, the voice of Nashua ETV, the man who is writes for the Nashua Telegraph, also on the Nashua Athletics Hall of Fame committee with me, doesn't know. This truly is a first time. Regan, got to get the ball in. They're going to go for the touchdown. They got to get it in, and the ball is stolen on the baseline. And a foul there going to be called on Drapo. And what's worse, that is going to send Windham to the free throw line. So that is about the worst possible scenario, other than the light at half court falling down to the floor, that you could have here. Well, I'm sure there are some other bad ones, Steve. You know, global warming's up there and some other bad things that are happening here. But free throw, a rainmaker, is up and in for Paige Carboni. She'll get a second chance to cut the lead to 3. Got a box out here if you're the Cardinals. Carboni's rainmaker, no good. Skying for it, and Regan will get the ball. Baseball pass over the top. They don't need to shoot. They can hold it. 20 seconds to go. Foul called there. It will not send the Cardinals to the line. I think that one will go against Stephanidis. That's her second, but just the second team foul. And this is one of those scenarios where you kind of wish there were enough fouls to get to the line. There are not. They'll reach in there, and that'll be foul number 3. So we'll see if they try to get to that 5 foul mark so they can try to get the ball back. 43-39, and a timeout called by Coach Turcotte, probably to talk about that very thing. We cannot kill 15 seconds without possession of the ball. We got to do quick fouls, get them to the free throw line. 43-39, the game has been all that and a bag of chips. Want to thank you all for watching us here. Bishop Guertin Cardinals trying to extend the Highlight Guys season as well. What I will tell you is that we will be calling Division I and Division II semifinals here. Locations to be determined, but the Highlight Guy will have that call on the NFHS network. So if you're looking to watch some Division I and Division II semifinal action here in the state of New Hampshire, we will be calling that for you. Brad Crake will be the color commentary. And they will trade places here. They have 2 players on the inbound pass, so it's a 4-on-3 essentially here. I love the look, and a nice job on the play. They hip check Regan into the boundary. Regan skip pass across the way, and they push her into the backcourt, and there's no call. Oh my gosh! So 9.2 seconds left. And the referees do the right thing. They'll talk about it. I don't know what the call will be. Yeah, and okay, so they discuss it. And they make that call, but still just 4 fouls, so they'll they'll run the double, and now they'll fall back, so they'll pick up everybody man to man. There's Regan, she gets it, and this time she gets fouled. That will be the 5th team foul. So it'll go against Finneran. I think that'll be Riley's first personal, but that'll be the 5th team foul. Like the way Finneran plays. She gets after it pretty good down there on the floor. But that foul will send Regan to the line. Regan can't make the first. But here's the scenario. If you're long, get out of there. You don't want to foul on the rebound here. Regan trying to extend this lead to 4. Or 5, rather. Rebound goes to Boucher. Boucher, 4 seconds, 3. Fired way downtown. It comes up short. And that's going to do it. 43-39 Cardinals. And as far as we know, folks, we think the Cardinals have punched their ticket to the second season. We are not the official word here, because there are some formulas that come into play, and the Cardinals very jubilant here, smiles on the coaches, almost a sigh of relief, and a Windham team that is already in the playoffs. So we'll see how things shake out for the Jaguars. A great game here by the Cardinals, and we're hopeful that we can get the seniors up here to talk a little bit to us in the post game. And a lot to talk about here. And we'll see if we can't get Coach Orlando and we can't get those seniors to come up. And we have 2 headsets for 3 players, so they'll have to share. Sharing is caring. Hey, Mac. How are you, kid?
Good, how are you?
Nice job. Grab a headset there.
All right.
Lexi Lazat, Mac Bowen, and Pizzetti. You guys will have to share with one another here. Wow. What a game, ladies. I mean, crazy stuff here on senior night. First of all, want to congratulate you, the 3 of you, on being tremendous teammates. I watched you a lot down there during the course of the game. Smiles, encouragement when you're on the floor playing with determination and fire. What was the message? If we could back up just a tad. Steve is, there we go. He's trying to knock us off the bleachers. He's hoping he'll get a good shot for, keep going. What was the message coming into this one to you guys? Because we know to get to the second season, not only did you need a win, but if you lost, hate to say it, but you needed some help. And oh, by the way, those teams didn't help you tonight. Nashua North wins. Concord High beats Dover. You needed to win. What was the message coming into this one tonight, Mac?
I honestly think that we had to put our best foot forward and just play the hardest that we could. We couldn't take anything for granted, and we had to go 100% all the time.
And Lexi, can you tell us, was the message in practice business as usual, or was there a little more heightened awareness that this thing could be over tonight if we don't do our job?
Yeah, no, definitely. Like, the coaches keep telling us, like, this matters, like, this is very important, this is it, like, our backs are against the wall, like, we need this so bad if we want to be in playoffs, and we had to give it all we got, and I think we did.
Johnny, you play a lot on the floor with some of the younger girls, and sometimes even though it's late in the season, you can still feel the pressure as freshmen. How do you guys as seniors, and when you're on the floor, how do you kind of help them keep their composure during these pressure-filled moments?
Yeah, when you can tell they're getting frustrated, you just got to pick them up, give them a high five on the court, and tell them to just, like, relax, we got it, like, it's all fine, just get in the next play. Yeah, no, well said. And Mac, as you prepare, we're not 100% certain, we are not the official NHIAA statistics here. You all finished with 3 wins, 3 teams fighting for 2 spots. We think you're one of those teams. Do you know, have you heard officially yet from your coach if you got in or not, or do you also have to wait to see that you got those tiebreakers?
We have not heard yet, but we are fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Well, as I said to the highlight guy up here, Lexi, Steve Cody, as I said to him, We enjoy calling these games. We love watching you guys play. And if it had ended tonight, it would have been like heartbreaking for us. I imagine for you guys it would have been pretty devastating as well. Yeah.
Of course. I mean, I've been playing all 4 years, and like it's so important to me. We're an all new team, like so many new kids. We lost so many amazing varsity players last year, so it means a lot that we're getting into playoffs, like just to show and prove that we still have it and we can still compete.
I'll leave this last question for you, Jonathan. This has been a program that has had a lot of success over the last few years. They've been championship caliber teams. Coming in this year, obviously you lost a lot to graduation. You had some kids transfer out. You guys are here fighting for this thing. What's the message now if you get into the second season to this young team? Is it one that, you know what, you're not guaranteed anything here. You have to work for all you have, and this next practice, should we get another practice, we have to make it our best one?
Yes, definitely. We have to put it all on the floor. Like, we have to play like any moment can be our last game together, and we want to make it as far as we can.
Yeah, I'm with you, Mac. I share your sentiments. My fingers are crossed. My toes are crossed. Steve Cody actually has 6 toes on that right foot of his, so he's got all those. I'm just kidding. But we really we want to thank you guys for coming up here and joining us. Congratulations on senior night, and hope you guys get to go out with a bang here. Hope you make that second season, and everybody's 0-0 right now, 0-0. So everybody's starting with the same record. Good luck in that second season. Can't wait to call that game.
Thank you so much.
All right,
Thank
the
you.
three seniors from Bishop Guertin High School here on senior night come away with a fantastic win. Lexi Lazat, Jana Pizzetti, and Mac Bowen, thank them for joining us. And you know what? A lot of times, and very gracious, thank you ladies for joining us. Very polite, well done, and that's the sign of being raised the right way. And I'm sure the parents are all very proud of them as we got to see them out at half quarter at the foul line taking pictures with those young ladies, and look at them all run over there excited to greet their families. We'll go over the final scoring with you here for the Windham Jaguars. It was Sarah Guanaccio with a point. Paige Carboni, the captain, had 5. It was Kate Carboni with 3 total points. Avery Stefanidis with 6. Riley Finneran with 2. Megan Husson had 12 points, and Lila Boucher with 11. On the other side of the ledger for the Cardinals, the now 8-9 Cardinals and hopefully playoff-bound Cardinals, it was Gianna Pizzetti with 2, Ayla Regan with 3 points. I believe it was 5 points, excuse me. Maggie Gallagher with 4 points. Holly Dufo had 9 points. Jazz Rosario with 10, and Thalia Drapo with 13 points to round out the scoring. Both of these teams went at it tooth and nail for 4 quarters. It was Bishop Guertin down at the half. They had to battle. They knew what was at stake. They knew Concord High School had won, and they knew Nashua North was winning by the time they went into that locker room. The message was probably clear from Coach Orlando and Coach Rhodes. We are down to our last half of basketball. We need to make this happen. We've got to make a statement right now. They've beaten some pretty good teams here this year. They beat Exeter. They beat Salem. They just beat a very good Windham High School team. We know this team can compete. They were able to defeat Goffstown in a Christmas tournament game. We know that they can compete. We know that they can do some damage. And we said from the get-go, if this team gets to the second season, you're not going to want to play them, because now you're playing with house money. And now they know that they can make some damage here in the second season. And we hope to be bringing you that action when we find out from the NHIAA, did they make it, and where are we traveling to? And those are both good things if we did make it, and we are traveling somewhere, because that means we got a shot at it. Want to thank you all for watching here tonight. From my partner, Steve Cody, the man on the moving pictures and the highlight guy, my name is Jason Roby. Taking a deep breath, reminding you all that it's not the critic who counts, but you can always count on the critic. The highlight guy continues on, and we'll see you in the first round of the playoffs. Fingers crossed. Take care. Have a good night, everybody.